The Sultan and the Caliph Episode 4. Kim, Jinmi. After a few days. Today, the three of us, we would like to talk about the past. You must already know that I am from Turkey and my name is Sultan, right? I was a Sultan of Turkey in a previous life. Of course, there are innumerable numbers in the harem, or to be more precise, they can be counted. I just don't know how many concubines I have. I was born as a cat in my later life as a result of living with such atrocities. Because people are all reincarnated according to the karma they accumulated in their previous lives. And I killed a lot of people. It turns out that a person who commits a murder will be born below the animal in the future. The same goes for suicide, of course. Yet, as a sultan, I only killed the wicked and sinners. There were a few cases where it wasn't, but who would have thought that I would really be born as a cat? Although many years have passed, and my memory has faded, I was still a sultan who was once a prosperous person. I didn't even know how many concubines there were, not to mention the children. I don't know how many then and now. So I was punished and now I am living as an eunuch. It's also a eunuch cat. Yet I am still called the Sultan. I am Princess Qajar. My father is Nasir ad-Din Shah, King of Persia. My father gave birth to 11 boys and 11 girls, I am the 8th princess. At that time, 145 people courted me because of my best looks. The legendary poet wrote a poem for me. 13 of the suitors took their lives of morbidity. I am a sinful woman. As a result of that sin, I was now born as a cat. I didn't kill myself, but because I made 13 people die to love sick, I was punished and became a cat. And I underwent sterilization. By humans. It's all karma from a past life. I'm sure I'm still a lot fatter than other cats because of that look. In Persia, Turkey, Arabs, and Muslims, the fatter the more beautiful women are, but it seems to have changed these days. I am almost an elephant-class beauty now. Oh. My photos are circulating on the internet a lot, so please take a look. I am the standard beauty model in the Muslim region. Do you understand? My eyebrows and beard were black and my body was that of an elephant. The legs are also elephant legs. One day, my father came to Russia to see a ballet performance and he made us all wear short skirts. As a result, pictures of elephant legs are circulating on the internet. Everyone said that they couldn't help but be astonished by my bizarre outfits and looks. I'd rather have a cat look. Is it? I have always been and am still Princess Hazar. Fat beauty princess. Bum bum. I am Caliph. Actually, I am a purebred Korean Jindo dog, but my brother is from Turkey Sultan, so I am also called a Muslim leader. I don't mean it. I was monk in the Jajyi order in my previous life. It's definitely religious. But do you think it's weird? Do you know that there is no way the monk could have committed murder? Far from killing, bedbugs, fleas, lice, and even mosquitoes are keeping a precept that they cannot kill because they are life, so you wonder why I am born as animals? I couldn't help it. I was a monk who worshipped at a temple during the Joseon dynasty, but during the Imjin War, when I saw our people being slaughtered, I had to raise my sword and bow. Of course, in order to protect our compatriots, I killed, and killed. I can't even remember how many I killed. I did my best to defeat it. Soldiers and I, too, was killed by a Japanese gunshot. The body was not properly recovered. I think I probably didn't give the last donation because I became food for the animals. And, of course, in this present life, I reincarnated as an animal. Dog. And even now, I am called the head of politics and religion. Although I am a foreign religious person, my past life is not completely lost. Really, all three of us had a splendid past life. And we all know that the past life has nothing to do with the present. Most humans do not remember their past lives, but aren't they inferior to us? That's it. I'm still called Princess Hazar. Like that beauty. But I am being punished for not being able to get married and have children. I don't think I can get married even then and now as a religious person. I have lived a splendid life as a sultan in my previous life, and I have no limits, but you are a caliph. Regretful. Do you have to live a monk between the past and the present? I know, right? I have no regrets at all. It's just a repetition of life whether it's a dog or a person. I feel like I have already cleared the way. Yes. Caliph. Humans say they are the lords of all things, but they do not know their own past or past lives, and they just reincarnate over and over again. No, most religions do not recognize reincarnation itself. They teach us that people go to heaven and hell as a result of this life. I see. It's the weekend tomorrow, so I think I'll go to the hospital tomorrow for surgery. Brother. Sister. Caliph, cheer up. Since the lives of dogs and cats are shorter than humans, animals will soon be reincarnated again. You will live a better life next time. Because in this life, you do not sin. Of course. I think I will become a person again next time. Maybe even then, I wouldn't be living as a religious person, would I? It's boring, but I still can't get out of the cycle of reincarnation. Well, even if I become a human next time, as a sultan, it will be difficult for me to become the most powerful leader of the harem. I too, now want to live as a housewife who raises her husband and children in a normal way without causing men's morbidity because I was born as a slender and ugly woman instead of an elephant beauty. I hate being a princess. And I hate those skirt pants that I wore because of my father, then and now. I like long skirts. Even looking at the picture now, I look much prettier in a long dress. I don't know why my father asked for such a bizarre dress. I will never be reborn as a princess next time. Oh, my sis. Now there are only a few countries with dynasties left. The world has changed. Well, there are still countries where kings rule, but you won't be born again. Yes. Now we too are born in a non-Muslim region, so we want to be born in a country where we can show off our hair and wear everything we want, whether it be skirts or pants. I want to go wherever I want to go while driving. There are still many women who live with only their eyes open. They feel bad. They wouldn't want to cover them all up like that. Ah, I heard that Saudi Arabia recently allowed women to drive. But the reason is kind of funny. Improving women's rights. Well, this is not the reason. It is said that the cost of hiring a foreign female driver became too high, and the system was implemented at the national level to prevent capital loss. Well, it's a way to prevent money from going to foreign workers, but it's good that Saudi Arabian women can drive themselves. Yes. The world has gotten a lot better though. But still Muslims are polygamous. To be precise, they can have 4 wives-in-law. And concubines can have a lot more. There can be countless bedmaids that aren't even concubines, so it hasn't changed at all yet. So, next time, I want to be born in a monogamous country and live in harmony with my husband and children, with equal treatment. It will be so, sister. That's why we're going through this hardship right now, right? Right? You're a man, you're from a sultan, and you still want to be monogamous. Yes, although others may be envious of living with concubines and children who do not know how many there are. Because I was not even conscious of whether it was good or not. Is it really a happy life? Perhaps a caliph who lived and died as a monk would be happier. Is not it? Caliph? Were you unhappy while living as a monk? I do not know. Because I didn't enter the temple with my feet. It was said that when I was a baby, my parents abandoned me to the temple. I became a monk because monks took me out of the temple. The only people I've seen since I was born are monks, so I don't know anything other than the life of a monk. Hey, it's really different from me. You can live to your heart's content next time. If it can be done, it will. But, brother, sister, can the 3 of us meet again next time? Well, we must have been a human back then, would we not be able to remember our past life? Even if we met, we probably wouldn't recognize each other. It's unfortunate, but it's unavoidable. Is that so? It's really sad that we can't recognize each other. And each one will be born in a different country at a different time. Perhaps. So now I just have to do my best and live happily ever after. Hoping to see you again next time. Even if we don't recognize each other, we won't be strangers. Undoubtedly. Yes. Sister, today I was talking about the past, but I couldn't exercise at all. I started this story because the Caliph is going to be neutered at the hospital tomorrow, so he won't be in the mood to exercise today. Sister, please understand only today. Sure. It was nice to be immersed in the reminiscences too. Caliph. Don't be too sad. Animal life is short. And soon let's promise the next reincarnation. You'll probably only live a good life and live a much happier next life. No doubt. Of course. Brother, sister, that's it. After a few days. Sister, the Caliph has now untied all the seams. Don't worry, come and play. Yes? Did it take a week? I haven't been able to play for a while. Okay? Can go. Of course. That guy called you. He is worried that sister hasn't come for a long time because of himself. Welcome. Sister. Thank you for coming to meet me on purpose. Shall we go play then? Caliph. How is your health? Are you still in bad shape? We've all been through it. You will get used to it soon. Yes, yes sister. I can't even come because you care about me, and I'm sorry. What do you mean? Why are you sorry? We did nothing wrong. Butlers do this. Because they want to be comfortable, right? There is absolutely no need for you to be disheartened. We can just enjoy the present life comfortably and go. And that's the promise of the next life. Anyway, it would be nice if the wounded area was covered with hair so I couldn't see it sooner. Of course, it's not a position I can see very well, but I do care. You are still young, no one cares. Would it be better to refrain from fighting or sports? Shall we talk about our past today? How is it? Caliph. Do you remember anything from your past life? I do not know. What about the previous life other than the one I were in my previous life? Do you or your older brother remember your previous lives? Those with deep knowledge say it is possible. Let's immerse ourselves in meditation for a moment. Let's trace our previous life. Now, take a deep breath, close your eyes and concentrate on the meditation. Start. Caliph past life. Where is that? Oh. Is it also a temple? Had I been a monk before? Unbelievable. It's really too much. How many centuries have I been living as a monk? How? What? I was a monk, but I was a female monk. I'm a nun. By the way, the temple is small. Hers after all, the nuns were not in large temples. They usually live in secluded places or in hermitages attached to large temples. Before that, she was a female monk. But let's see. I'm the youngest, and that old nun looks like a senior, but her temper is dirty. I knew it. I'm doing laundry with my bare hands in that cold winter. Cold hands. My hands are swollen and red. What do I do as a person? I'm living a worse life than the dog I have now. I don't even want to think about it. But, do I want to keep watching this happen? After I've done my laundry, I light a fire in the kitchen and cook. It called a tribute. Soon it will be time for evening service. Can I stay in the kitchen all the time? Oh. Hurry up to the main hall. Do I eat dinner after the evening service? I've been working all day like that, am I eating only that? It's less than half the feed I'm eating now. Besides, it's all loose. Do I really have to be completely vegan? Really? The dog life is the better than people's. Not a homeless stray dog, of course. Oh, I don't want to think about it anymore. Previous Sultan. What? Who is it? Before the Sultan, I am the concubine of the harem. I was a woman I never imagined. I was a pretty fat beauty, if not as much as Princess Hazar. I fit the beauty standards of the time very well. But there are dozens of concubines in the harem, but who is the real Sultan? I'm still young, but apparently I don't have any children yet. Am I newbie? This hardship will be evident. How much did the high-ranking concubines roast me? The concubines don't seem to get along very well. Everyone is a competitor, right? I thought it was good to be young and pretty, but it turns out that the concubine who gave birth to a son has the highest rank. Also the eldest son. A concubine with multiple sons. Such concubines have power. Why am I without children? Has the Sultan never been found? Let's see. I have to make the Sultan come to see me. Using the eunuchs, but I'm an idiot who doesn't have that kind of intelligence or brains. So, I can't escape the cold room. Did I die a virgin? Or did I fall victim to the concubine battle? Oh. I see the Sultan over there. Is it better than you think? But which concubine are you looking for? What? Where is the eunuch leading you? Eunuch are taking Sultan to the residence of the concubine who bribed eunuch. I think I'm from a poor and powerless family. How did I get into the harem with one natural beauty? But if I am interrupted like that in the middle, it is difficult to meet the Sultan. So no children. If such a condition lasts for a long time, the Sultan will forget that he even had a young rookie concubine. That's why I'm leaving after getting sick. A poor concubine with no knowledge, no background, and no money, died while working in the harem. In order to relieve the pain, I lived to the fullest as a sultan in my next life. In the next life, I've unleashed the hangover. Hazar previous life. What general is he? The sword is nice. That general is the protagonist who led to a great victory in the war today. That means I was the general? Man? General, too? Oh my god, he's the ideal type of man who is very handsome. Oops. Was that man me? Wake. I've been living like that. It's all cool. Then I would have killed a lot of people, so how could I become a princess in my next life? Where would I like to receive a huge prize for being the main character who led the war to victory? Well. Knelt before the emperor. It's also Persian. The emperor congratulates the general for victory. He's asking me to tell emperor what I want. But what do I ask for? What? I want a princess? Right. I was longing for a princess. But does the emperor have a troubled expression? Why? I cannot give my daughter to you because she is engaged to another country. I'm sorry, but you have to ask for another award. Such. It's a face of great disappointment. I say I don't need anything. And then I go back lonely. Am I acting like a fool because of a princess? When I become a general. But does the princess love her fiancé? The princess is also just a tool to gain and lose interests between nations. Even the princess is longing for that general, and the pact between nations cannot be broken. I knew it. The princess married abroad. I close all of that food and lie down. Isn't it suicide if I die like that? If I did, I wouldn't be able to be reborn as a human next time. Oh. I'm going to another battle. Fight fiercely there. In the meantime, I died. The princess, who heard the news, also fell ill and died. Two sad people. That's how I died, with regret, and then I was born as a princess and received infinite love. My life before my previous life was not very happy. Princess Hazar is fine. But now a cat? Am I most comfortable right now? No worries. A life of wandering. Cats aren't that bad either.